Hello everyone, it's Dean back again with Dungeons and Dragons. It's been about 2 years since I last recorded, and my character obviously has gotten very much stronger. I'm at the marketplace right now, and just a little bit of a catch right there. Sometimes the website's a little slow, but this is a very giant game and complex, and so it probably has to deal with a lot of that, a lot of information getting transferred. Okay, so we're going to do the quest Mired in Kobolds, and it should be from this guy. Yeah, Kobolds ambush my caravan. I know. Get your chuckles at Smiley's expense. But I swear to you, those kobolds were like nothing I've seen before. They did more damage than an ogre attack. Tell you what, if you think you can handle them, then come with me to Driftwood Mire. Make sure those kobolds never attack my caravan again. I'll pay you a handsome sum. If you're up to it, hop up onto old Smiley's caravan. Alright, I'll come with you, or go hire yourself some caravan guards. I have no interest. So obviously this is the one to get the quest. But you can see, compared to games like Fortnite and other action games nowadays, this has so much more depth to it that you can play with it for years. Fortnite you can't play for years. You're going to get bored with it. Some of the other games, action games, same type of stuff. A game has to have character and depth, and that's what this does. It's, I think, 13, 14 years old. I don't know, we just had the anniversary recently. It was something like that. Okay, I'm level 13, so I could play at level, which is fairly extremely easy for me now because I'm so powerful. Or I could play it at hard, which just means a little bit more work, but it probably will be doable, although the dragons at the end might be... Yeah, I like to go on normal usually, just because it's the first time I played the quest this life. Anyways, like I said, this game is complex. You can reincarnate after you get to the top, so to make things interesting still. And you just go throughout all the levels, 30 levels again, and you can reincarnate again at that 30 level max, or at 20, depending on how you want to go. Okay, anyways, so let me click on him to be able to do what he wants. And this is normal level, so I don't even really need protection spells, but I like this one because it increases my ability to spot them, because I'm a range attacker now, as opposed to a swordsman. No longer paladin. I'm also an Aasimar, which is kind of godlike class of race. And they give you just little itty bitty power differentials based on race. Okay, so let's go forward and discover the secret to the Kobold's power. Lately I've been liking to get a little close up. Feels more intimate in the game if I get closer view up. Alright,
The
so
Kobold village
here
ahead
comes
is
some
abuzz with
Kobold.
motion. You will have to face a great many kobolds.
So I won't have to face them because I'm a ranger. My trusty cleric will probably have to face a few. They never even got close to me, so Ranger, I have learned, is one of the more powerful ways to play the game. But it depends on what you want out of the game. I want power, and some people like to get in close and dirty and like to use like the keys more. I just like to sit back and just have things operate for me. Much like in life, that would be nice if I had like an online business that I could actually just sit back and watch it grow. I guess that's an ideal a lot of people strive for. Okay, so I think I'm going the right way. There's something blocking my map. Let me move the map a little different spot. The recording software is blocking my map there. Okay, looks like I'm going the right way here. So at some point you're going to have a crystal in the middle that you got to shoot down to open the next pathway. And this might be one of those points. So you can tell when you're shooting from a great distance, the auto attack can't find it as easily. Unless you find one, and maybe this guy's just out of range because something blocking him. And you'd think it would just jump to the next guy, but it's not doing that. So it is enabled, auto targeting. That's one good feature about ranging. You don't have to get right on the bullseye. Otherwise, that would be way too tedious for me. Maybe not for some players. That's why they give you an option. But it's just like, give me a break. Why would I want to be so precise and exact? Dungeons and Dragons is mainly about strategy, about building your character in certain strengths, and it's basically always been a pen, paper, and dice game. And so manipulating a mouse for accuracy, yeah, that's not Dungeons and Dragons, folks. Let's see if I can climb this hill here. Nope, didn't think so. They do try to funnel you in.
You hear the crackling power of more crystals. They seem quite unstable.
So if we could actually get the crystal, and that kills a lot of people, as you saw just now. So you remember that strategy for when you played the quest, if you do, because it is a one I did not know. But if you're a swordsman, I remember getting a lot of damage when I played this quest. So yeah, another advantage of being a ranged character. Now, where the heck is the next exit here? Alright, so notice for my dagger it's not strong enough to get through here, but you can use your shield. I got a shield equipped, so you can just bash your way through root blockades like this, or door blockades. So you don't need to unequip your dagger and re-equip a sword, which is what I used to do for a long time. And as you play the game, you just learn a little bit more each time. So see all that electricity. I imagine it killed a whole town, folks. There's a couple of guys left over there. And a couple here. That's an optional quest, I believe, which I'm not gonna do right now. I don't think it gives a lot of experience. I don't remember, but I just want to get through this to show you guys and post my first video I've done in a while. So I do like playing alone more, especially with the longer quests, because when I last talked with you guys, the quests were very short, but this game has quests that can last up to 1 to 2 hours if you're going through it for the first time and you don't have knowledge of what to do and stuff. See, I don't have to climb that thing to kill them as a swordsman. I used to have to do that.
This time, the kobolds managed to erect their barrier on the other side of the shielding crystal, yet their fortifications are crude.
So we
There may be a
bash
way to
this.
strike at the crystal with an arrow or spell.
Bash this open so we can strike it. Strike at it right here. Kill a whole bunch of people and get through. Well, I didn't kill that many people in this town. So you can tell my cleric hardly even gets to fight, which is great. He's not that great of a fighter anyways. See if I can get any other targeting in here. Looks like there's a few guys over there. I got one of them targeted. The rest are following at this point. So yeah, there's just, this character is level 13. You've also not seen me this high, which employs a lot of enhancements at this point. I could show you guys after the video. Like I said, this game is involved and in depth, and some people become addicted to it because it's so involved and in depth. But the good part about it is, if you're healthy, you can set boundaries and just have an enjoyable game for years. They make a lot of updates to the game as well, which keeps it interesting. So as you go through all 30 levels, by the time you get to the level 30, they might have an update already installed, and you can enjoy that. Yeah, I learned from my guild leader recently that there was, like...
The kobold's secret benefactor is
wait,
revealed.
hold on. What's
The
going
young
on here?
dragon glares at the enforcement behind its magical shield.
So I have to focus on what's going on here because I don't know what's going to happen. Oh my god. This is the final battle, so... Only 12 minutes into it? Nice.
With the crystal shattered, the barrier deteriorates. A small breach appears. The dragon awaits you disdainfully on the other side.
Right. So yeah, this is the final battle, so the mother might be a part of it, because I'm going to hang out and gather the chests. And if you wait too long, she'll come out, so I better buff up a little bit here with some spellage. She's a black dragon, so probably acid, reflux. And I'll be right back. My pizza is... ready. Okay. So, yes. So I buffed myself up. I'm not going to buff my hireling up, so you can see the difference here. Some of the spells do help. I don't know, what about these crystals? Should I buff? I forgot what... Do I get these done now or later? I forget. Well, got them done. Sometimes you have to get a little close, especially if you're a ranger, to initiate fighting, because they don't have a good spot still and they don't see you. Yeah, the disadvantage of a ranger is they're not that good at melee combat. Certainly not as good at targeting in melee. And so it's a bit more challenging as opposed to a great sword or a bastard sword with a shield. But you can see there's quite a bit of damage. My character's putting out here with a little throwing dagger. It's returning, so it's endless basically. Never have to replenish it. So 9,000 initial experience points. Now the black dragon, as I collect the gold that comes out, I think is another 10,000 experience. So it's an option you definitely want to do if you can handle it.
Some of these
And
chests are
I
still
believe
warded,
I can
even
handle
after you
it
slew
with
the
this
dragon.
on.
Perhaps
This is an
something
auto
else is
heal.
sustaining the ward. The air suddenly tears open. A towering magical door
Alright,
materializes.
here comes the
Something
black
very
dragon.
large and very powerful is coming.
So you can see I barely had a chance to get the chest
An
there.
elder black dragon. It roars, casting its eyes for its progeny. When the dragon realizes you've slain its monstrous offspring, its wrath shall know no bounds.
So I'm getting back so that I can do most of the damage from a range, and the black dragon can do a little bit, but I think they're better close up. And I think dragons are a favored enemy of mine as a ranger, so I have a little bit more protection with dragons and a little bit more offensive skills with dragons. And why am I blind? Guess she is a powerful dragon. There was a way to fight this dragon that, like, she couldn't identify you. I think it's here? Or somewhere there? I don't remember. I think on these things over here, if I can climb these things. Nope, maybe not. Let's just focus on the dragon, I guess. Damage per second, which is DPS. It's pretty good. You can see all the orange numbers going up. That's all my damage I'm doing. That fireball is a part of my dagger enhancements. So if I stand still, that's another enhancement that stacks damage 15 times. So I'm even doing more damage with more range power, as you can see. You can see my range power for my double shot is 43, my range power is 79, but without that stacking enhancement, it's only 4. So that's a big deal in regards to damage. So yeah, you have to make wise choices in this game, otherwise you don't become that powerful. You could still get by, but that's the name of the game, is using your brain as opposed to your hand reflex movement, which a Fortnite crew might do more. So, yeah, you can see the Black Dragon is tougher than the baby one. Luckily, I have enough protection with all my armor and stuff. I have some pretty good stuff. Not great, but good enough for a normal level. To get the really good items, you gotta do higher levels, which makes sense. Although, you can get on rare occasions good stuff from a normal level chest. It's just much, much rarer. I should know, because I do play on normal most of the time. I tend to like video games that are less stressful, and look, my hireling almost died! Oh. He just healed himself. Okay, yeah, it's only 3,000.
Of how you bested such a
I guess
monster.
epic. There might be an epic level that was 10,000. For some reason, I thought this was 10,000 at some level anyways. Okay, so you can see dragons. After you kill dragons, you get much more gold and treasure usually. You could like get all this gold that's laying there. I really don't need it, so I'm just going to get what's in the chests. Because there might be some rare stuff might pop up in a chest. No really rare stuff, just garbage, so. But yeah, if you need money, cash, there's plenty there. And that's it. That's Mired in Kobolds. So you can see where it got its name from is this intensive. Uh, these creatures were called kobolds that were before the dragons. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and it's good to post a video again. Let me show you the complexity of some of the enhancements of this character, like I said I was going to do. So skills are one level, but feats, you can see for Ranger, I have all these different feats. Just with this one here, there's like a little subcategory there. Kind of goes like in the flow charting style. And you can see if you check in with one of these, there's all sorts of choices I've made, like critical, improved critical, power critical, past life choices, special feat choices, and there's also enhancements where you can see all the enhancements at level 13 that are operating right now. All these are operating on my character, and all of them were choices I had to make. So thank you for watching, and let's see if I can turn this off correctly here.